true Karma Yogi, a follower of Bhagavad Gita philosophy and a Spartan Gandhian lifestyle in the unlikely field of high technology. None other than the founder of Infosys, the bespectacled engineer, Mr. Narayana Murthy. He is often seen on the glossy covers of Indian magazines and journals, addressing either from the Confederation of Indian Industries platform or speaking about the infrastructure in Karnataka. A favorite of the journalists and a role model to the students and the IT professionals in the country. Mr. Narayana Murthy is Bangalore-based.
The time when we founded Infosys, that is 1981, there were two revolutions that were sweeping the world. The first was the software revolution. The mainframe era had yielded to the mini computer and the super mini computer era. The PCs were becoming common. Software had become unbundled. Microsoft had just been started. Borland was about to release the first sub $100 software. In other words, we realized that there was going to be great opportunity for software. The second was the revolution of globalization. I define globalization as the paradigm that helps us to source capital from where it is cheapest, to source talent from where it is best available, to produce where it is most cost effective, and sell where the markets are without being constrained by national boundaries. In this sense, that a country which wants to leverage the power of globalization must have a certain competitive advantage that it can bring to the global bazaar. And India had this advantage of the large talent pool, large English speaking talent pool, and we thought that on the one hand we have the software revolution taking place, on the other hand there is this globalization revolution taking place, and we knew that India had an inherent competitive advantage thanks to its large technical pool of English speaking talent. And we said we leverage the power of India to provide software for large corporations in the world, and that is how Infosys was born.
He leads a simple life with his wife, Mrs. Sudha Murthy, and their two children. Mrs. Sudha Murthy, herself an accomplished technocrat and a friend of the millions of destitute women and children in the country. Recently, Mr. Narayana Murthy took a very unconventional decision and retired from the post of the chairman of Infosys to pave way for the youngsters. Mr. Narayana Murthy is a household name worldwide, converting a mere $250 to a multi-billion-dollar company was a vision he shared with 6 others 25 years ago in 1981 in his bedroom.
I remember in 1981 when all of us sat down in the bedroom of my small apartment in Bombay. We had a 4-hour discussion and debate on what the objectives of the company should be. Somebody said we should be the highest in revenue, somebody said we should be the most profitable company, third person said we should have the highest market capitalization. But finally, all of us unanimously decided that we will become the most respected company in India.
Implementing the idea in a garage, this meeting was the turning point for the jewel of Karnataka, who obtained electrical engineering degree from the University of Mysore and masters in technology from the IIT Kanpur, and went on to put India on the IT map of the world, earning the distinction of becoming the most admired industrialist in the world. Traveling 80 countries in a year has enabled the large family of Infosians to serve customers across different time zones 24/7. The headquarters in Bangalore in the 85 acres plot is a mini world where you will find people of different nationalities either working or visiting. Times have changed in the last 10 years. The transition of this change emerged from surprises unknown to mankind. There were the uncertainties. To conquer these unknowns and uncertainties, new skills had to be acquired, unknown heights had to be scaled, and new horizons had to be discovered.
Well, to be able to found, nurture and grow a company, you need a good idea, an idea that has relevance to the marketplace, an idea whose time has come, an idea for which the market is ready. Second, you need a team of people who bring together mutually exclusive, but collectively exhaustive set of skills, expertise and experience. Third, you need a good value system, that is hard work, honesty, sincerity, customer focus, fairness, integrity, leadership by example, etc. And finally, you need finance. I believe that these ingredients continue to be the same even today, but I think as an organization grows larger, the ability to scale up the operations of the company while retaining the soul, the nimbleness, the camaraderie of a small organization in the body of a large monolithic organization is the biggest challenge.
Simple in his lifestyle, Mr. Narayana Murthy takes the Infosys bus to work when his car is not available, or even refusing the security cover lest the neighbors get disturbed. He has one mantra for the students: be natural for personal happiness, and translate your ideas into action and find a market for it for professional success.
The younger generation is much smarter than our generation. I believe that each generation is smarter than the previous generation. So, they are a lot more exposed to the world than we were, thanks to the TV, thanks to the newspapers, thanks to internet, etc. So, they understand the challenges of living and succeeding in a global world much better than what people of my generation could. So, in that sense, I am very confident that the youngsters are capable of handling the global challenges pretty well.
Paths were shown by the visionaries who were not afraid to go against the currents of liberalization, privatization and globalization. They faced realities and moved the fast changing business scenario with the thoughts at the pace of nanoseconds.
Focus on developing competencies starts right from the time in some sense you are born, because it is the mother that teaches her children good value system. And of course, the father also contributes, but I would say primarily mother, that is compassion, being fair, honesty, hard work, all of these things are taught at one level at home, mother and father and brothers and sisters, etc. That is one set of competencies which form basic value system. At the next level, it is the teachers who create interest in you in various subjects. For example, I had a wonderful professor and teacher in mathematics. Because of him, me and my brothers and some of the sisters, they got interested in mathematics. Similarly, teachers teach you professionalism, right? Teachers teach you the value of hard work. Teachers teach you the need to be pluralistic, to listen to others' ideas with interest, to be fair in coming to your decision, etc. And then when you start your work, then you learn a few other things. How do we work in a team? How do we continue to respect others' opinions, others' ideas? How do we use speed and imagination and excellence in execution in everything that we do? How do we benchmark ourselves on a global scale? So, these are some of the things that you learn later. So, I would say building up these competencies is a long journey. It starts when you are born at home and then perhaps ends when you die.
Dr. Narayana Murthy is not only a successful businessman, but a great human being and a role model to every youth of the country. In recognition of his unparalleled contribution to the IT industry, which brought India onto the international map, the Kashmir University was the first to confer on him the Doctor of Science honoris causa in the year 2002.
Just as the mighty banyan trees gives rise to many mighty banyan trees, new mission statements with visions transcending the vast horizon must be written by the younger generation.
Well, I would say that we live at very historic point in this country. In the last 1000 years, this is the first time when India has received the global attention. This is the first time when India has received the respect from other countries. This is the first time when India has been able to participate as an equal player in the global marketplace, thanks to the software industry and and other like pharma, etc. Our youngsters should work hard, should work smart and consolidate on this advantage that India has got and make sure that this advantage helps eradicate poverty, helps create jobs, so that the disparity between the rich and the poor is reduced.